Did you know that the most amazing things that happen in life often start with choices you make every day? Making choices that may seem simple, such as whether to read a book or take a different way to work, can be challenging. Choose these things and you'll be on your way to real success. Today we're going to go into more detail. Enter the world of Stoicism, a way of thinking that reveals the power of our choices. The strength of our inner will extends beyond simply managing challenging situations. But before we transform them into moving stones, let's examine the signs. You're on the right track to success, not just by looking around. But this isn't your typical inspiring speech because it's about getting wiser and growing as a person. This is where we get real about what it really means to live a quiet life. I am taking on tasks while staying honest and always trying. If you're watching this, you're not just looking for ways to improve yourself. If you want to make your life better on the surface, you need to make a deep, long-lasting change. Therefore, if you're prepared to explore unconventional approaches and potentially confront challenging realities, if you're skeptical, stay with me until the end. It will be a trip you'll be glad you took. I will examine these signs and determine how to apply Stoic principles. If you value it, it can help you live a happy and successful life. Here, all I ask is that you do me a small favor and click the subscribe button. Send it to friends who share your interest in intellectual ideas and personal growth. Just as you are, let's embark on this journey and see where it leads. This idea may sound a bit heavy, but it's actually very powerful. Being stoic means taking full responsibility for your deeds, which means more than just admitting it. Being free means taking responsibility for your choices, positive and negative. Your reaction to any situation is what makes you strong. Take full responsibility now. This implies that you should cease blaming others when things don't go your way. You're not blaming external factors or other people, correct? However, this will change as soon as you take ownership of it. That's when real growth begins. It's about saying, "Here I am. This is what I can do to address the issue." Whether it's a problem at work or a friend, you can change the result by changing how you act. This goes for anything, even your own health. Think about the Stoic idea that we should control our thoughts more than anything else. When you think this way, you change how you deal with the world. You start to see problems as chances to show how wise or kind you are. With fairness, courage, and balance, every choice you make shows these qualities. The next time you're having a rough time, don't ask, "Why me?" You might ask, "What does this teach me?" Or, "How should I handle this?" Being fully responsible doesn't just mean making big decisions that will affect your whole life. It also influences the small actions we take every day, which accumulate over time. Will you choose to press the snooze button or rise slightly earlier to unwind or engage in physical activity? Are you going to make a healthy meal or just grab fast food because it's easier? Each choice you make shapes the course of your life. When you live this way, you're not just making yourself more successful. You set an example for everyone around you. It spreads. Picture a community. Imagine a world and society where everyone stops blaming and starts taking responsibility for their decisions. That's how you make a strong community that can last. So ask yourself, am I in charge of my whole life? What's one small thing you can do today to start? Do not forget that it is not about who is to blame. It's about being in charge, and being in charge gives you a lot of freedom. Freedom to adapt to change and real progress, which speaks to more than just, it's not about what you do, but about who you become. You might wonder why the written part is so important. Well, there's something almost magical about it. Putting pen to paper is a promise and a real representation of your plans. Socrates thought that this practice was about bringing order to the chaos of life. Writing down your goals helps you prioritize what matters most. It helps you write and understand better and improves memory. It makes you really think about what you want, why you want it, and how you're going to get it. Understanding your goals is crucial to Stoicism because it improves performance. The more your actions are in line with your core values, the better. It's about making sure that every move you make makes sense. This is a crucial step on the path to becoming upright and wise. Let's look at what clear written goals look like. Firstly, they are explicit rather than merely stating, "I aspire to achieve success." That's what you'd write. "I want to finish my graphic design certification by the end of this year." Do you see the difference? One lacks clarity, whereas the other is precise and quantifiable. Secondly, they are implementable. It's like drawing a road on a map. Each goal should have clear steps you can take to reach it. You don't have to just walk around and hope to find your way. It's important to focus on what you can control. Though you can't change the job market, you can change your skill set. You should set goals based on application volume and networking. By controlling and implementing these elements, you can not only achieve your goals. This approach is more manageable and also aids in staying in the present moment, a crucial aspect of Stoic practice. Now think about how helpful it would be to see your goals every day, maybe on a board in your room. The first page of your diary serves as a constant reminder of your goals, a daily push to do something. And every time you look at your written goals, you are aware of your commitment to yourself, to live a life consistent with your values. In real life, start small and pick one goal you want to reach. Write it down and break it into weekly or daily steps next month. Start marking off the steps as you achieve each small victory. It's more than just progress, it's proof that you can chart a path. Make sure to follow through on your commitments. It shows that you have power and a purpose in the world. This is a truly captivating story, as it delves into the essence of living a genuinely joyful existence. From the point of view of Stoicism, the search for knowledge never ends. The more knowledge we possess, the better life we can lead, and we should continue to learn throughout our lives. It's not just about acquiring facts, it's also about gaining a deeper understanding of the world and your part in it. Really, think about it. The world is changing quickly. There are always new tools, ideas, and problems to solve. Maintaining interest in learning is not only beneficial, but also necessary to adapt to these changes. From a Stoic point of view, learning helps us acquire virtues more than anything else. Like knowledge and self-discipline, it makes us think and gives us hope. We should reflect deeply on our values, choices, and actions and continue to learn. You're always learning new things because you read books, and not just any books. Attending classes will challenge you and encourage you to think creatively. You're participating in talks and seminars that give you new ideas and ways of thinking that make you think about your views and improve your arguments. This isn't just for professional growth. The truly fascinating part is how it relates to human development. Learning new things all the time makes you more flexible and strong. Stoics believe resilience is the ability to adapt and thrive as well as handle hardship. No matter what, when you keep learning, you're not just storing information. You're putting together a set of tools that will help you handle the ups and downs of life. You're training your mind to be open to challenges and turn any problem into an opportunity. Take advantage of it and think of learning as a way to work out your mind. To keep your mind healthy and strong, you need to work out your body. This ensures that every new skill learned and every book read maintains it sharp and alive. Attending a class every week makes you mentally stronger. You become more than just a library of information and a light of insight and wisdom in your town. Now, I want you to take a moment to think about how you've learned. When was the last time you did that? Did you learn something new? Not just for work, but also for your own growth. What is a subject you've always been interested in but have never looked into? To learn something new about that subject right now, you could sign up for a class, starting a club in your area, or getting a book from the library for an online class. Accepting that you need to keep learning and growing is truly transforming. It's a promise to never give up and to always push the limits of what you know. Who can you become? This is where your plans become reality and your goals become real accomplishments. Stoicism sees self-discipline as more than just a habit. It sees it as a core value. It's about being strong enough to do what's right and important, even if it's hard. Whether you want to do something else, it's important to ensure that your behaviors align with your goals. Having self-discipline that aligns with your morals and your promises to yourself and others is crucial. It's what gets you up and keeps you on track when other things want to take your attention away. Even if you want to stay in bed a little longer, go for a jog in the morning. That's what motivates you to choose a salad over pizza when you're at work. Learn how to maintain your composure in times of anger and discover strategies for improving your life. Keep working on a hard job when you'd rather give up or when you're angry. The Stoics knew that self-discipline is more than just sticking to a plan or being stubborn. It has to do with giving yourself freedom. This may seem strange at first, but think about this. Choose your actions based on your beliefs instead of your impulses. You live a life that is free from chaos and unpredictability. That isn't based on feelings, but rather on conscious choice. Every time you make a choice, think about how self-discipline affects your daily life. It helps you become more self-disciplined and aligns with your long-term goals. You're basically teaching yourself how to do your best, no matter how you feel. Things happen to you, and this training isn't just about saying no. When you give yourself joys, it's important to do so in moderation and under control. This allows you to relish life without succumbing to fleeting desires. In addition, practicing self-discipline is similar to exercising your muscles. The stronger you get, the more often you practice. Start small. For example, promise to read for 30 minutes a day or set aside 15 minutes every day. Getting up early and making a plan for the day may seem like small acts of restraint. However, they accumulate and yield increasingly positive effects over time, thereby fostering character development. Being honest and loyal is crucial, and here's where the truly beautiful part lies. You will feel more satisfied with your life as your self-discipline grows. Knowing you are in charge of your actions brings a deep sense of happiness and accomplishment. And the way your life is going, this isn't about cutting yourself off completely. You have to pick a road and stick to it with honesty and commitment. I want you to reflect on one aspect of your life today. Where could you use more discipline? Is it with your health or your money? Are you at work or with people you know? Pick one little thing to do. This will help you become more disciplined in that area. Commit to it and do it. Observe how it transforms not only that aspect of your life, but also your overall lifestyle. Now, this doesn't mean you have to be content all the time. That's not what it means. Especially when it comes to Stoicism, keeping a positive and forward-looking attitude is important. Even when things go wrong, it's important to look past the short-term problems. Stoic philosophy says that keeping a positive mood and looking at the bigger picture are important for success. We should manage what we can control and accept what we cannot. It's not about ignoring the negative things in life or acting like everything is fine. Instead, it's important to consider how you choose to deal with problems. Stoic resolve is the decision to maintain the status quo and seek opportunities. For growth in every challenge, think about how a positive attitude can change your daily life. A person with a positive mindset doesn't waste time being sad when undesirable things happen. Instead, they quickly turn their attention to finding answers and chances to learn. This not only helps you get through the problem, but it also makes you more likely to think ahead. You start to believe in your own ability to handle problems, which makes you feel less anxious. A positive mood is beneficial for more than just you. It boosts your confidence as well. As the saying goes, a rising tide lifts all boats. Your upbeat attitude can motivate and inspire others, making this especially strong when everyone is more engaged and motivated. It transforms individual toughness into collective strength, but how do you maintain it? Having a good mood, even when things look bad, is crucial. Start by regularly thinking about your success and the things you're thankful for. Being thankful is a powerful thing. To change your perspective, appreciate what you have rather than lamenting what you lack. This fits closely with Stoic advice to focus on what you lack or what went wrong. They teach us to value and make the most of what we have in life. Choosing to spend less time with negative people is another useful tip. This could mean limiting news reading and talk types. It's about making the decision not to let the truth consume you. Surround yourself with positive things to stay positive. This can be achieved through reading books that improve your mood, cultivating positive relationships, or engaging in activities that make you feel better. And remember to keep a positive mood. Is something you do every day. It's a choice you make when you wake up and all day long. With each interaction, I want you to reflect on the aspects of your current life. There are many places where you could spread more happiness, such as at work, at home, or with your friends and family. Could it be your inner voice? Pick one area to pay attention to. Do something to change your attitude to be more upbeat. Make a promise every day to take small steps toward your goals, no matter what. This relates to Stoic, action-oriented thought. Not only do we take big, exciting steps, but we also take small, steady ones every day. If you keep doing things, you're not just a thinker, you're a doer. It's about living up to the Stoic ideal of doing beneficial things in everything you do. Stoics tell us that the only way to make real progress is to keep doing things on purpose. These align with our fundamental principles. This isn't about taking big steps. Doing something, no matter how small, is more important than waiting for the perfect moment or doing nothing. Think about how simple it is every day that you get closer to your goal. It's wonderful to feel excited about a new job or goal for the first few days. However, the importance and significance can quickly fade. What do you do when the excitement fades away? Do you persevere through the tedious tasks, the tough and hard things? That's why consistent behavior is important. Plus, it's the link between where you are and where you want to be. Like pushing a rock up a hill, doing something over and over again helps you gain speed. Getting it moving is often the hardest part, but once it's going, since each step builds on the last, it becomes easier to continue, causing a chain reaction where the results are much better than the sum of the individual efforts. But how do you keep this level of consistency? One useful Stoic method. The key is to establish daily routines that assist you in achieving your objectives. These habits will help you stay on track, keeping you on track even on days when you don't feel like doing much. If you want to write a book, you have to write at least one page every day. It doesn't need to be flawless or finished, but it does require daily discipline. Make taking action a normal part of your day by making it a habit. Additionally, Stoicism teaches us to not let outside events bother us. When faced with problems or distractions, we should focus on making changes to our actions. A Stoic approach would have you carefully look at your situation again and change how you're doing things. This way of thinking not only helps you stay on track without losing sight of your general goals, but also makes you stronger and more flexible. So I dare you to find one thing you can do every day that will help you succeed. It could be as simple as spending 20 minutes learning a new skill or organizing your work area to relax. Plan your day ahead of time to ensure you're prepared. Face it head on no matter what, make a promise, and keep it. Slowly but surely, you'll not only reach your goal, but you'll also grow. This individual embodies the Stoic ideal of perpetual virtue. Stoicism puts a lot of value on relationships and society because the people around us make life worth living. Philosophy tells us that while we can't control other people, they can either help us or hurt us. We can choose who we hang out with, and that can affect what we do and how we think. It's not enough to simply feel good when you surround yourself with positive, helpful people. It's about making a space that pushes you to be your best self all the time. These people encourage you and correct you when you deviate from your plan. They're not yes men, but rather smart people who can help you and are honest friends. They are fierce friends who reflect the qualities you want to see in yourself, like bravery, justice, temperance, and knowledge. Think about how contagious it is. When you're surrounded by determined individuals, the atmosphere can be contagious. You're more likely to become driven and positive. But if you're constantly surrounded by negative people, it can wear you down. Regarding your mental and emotional well-being, this does not imply that you should steer clear of individuals who are experiencing hardship. Stoicism teaches kindness, not disinterest, but it's about making sure the individuals in your core group possess the same level of energy and moral values that you hold dear. The Stoics also believed in the value of being guided and learning from others. You should surround yourself with individuals who have progressed further in their business and personal development. You gain a lot of information and connect with people through these relationships. Can change your life by giving you new ideas and thoughts that make you question what you think you know and help you grow. But how do you make that circle? Begin by assessing. When you're with someone, ask yourself, does this relationship help me grow? Does it go both ways? Are our life goals and core values in line with each other? This could mean making tough choices to stay away from relationships that are harmful or don't help you. Sometimes it means getting in touch with people who inspire you and making new connections with them. Also, think about what part you play in other people's lives. Are you the kind of person you'd want to be around? Are you making a positive impact in your community? Don't forget that the streak goes both ways. As you benefit from others' happiness, they should benefit from yours. This kind of sharing makes for a lively and helpful group that moves everyone forward. Take a moment to reflect on your relationships and name your supporters. Make it a point to thank your sources of motivation and wise counsel. I want to spend more time with them, but also to meet new people and start new ties. This can enhance your life in a non-utilitarian manner. This enhances your personal growth and guides you towards a fulfilling and joyful life. Only change remains in life, according to Stoicism. It's important not only to cope with change, but also to view it as an opportunity for improvement and growth. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius tell us that we can change with the times if we try. This is what shapes our identity. Accepting change means being able to adapt. As you plan and act, remember your values and goals. At the same time you set sail, the winds of change may blow you off course, often tell you what to do. A real Stoic sees these winds. Instead of viewing them as problems, consider them as opportunities to explore new and potentially even better paths. As you look at how nature changes to fit its surroundings, remember that trees bend in the wind. Blocking the flow of rivers creates new pathways. In the same way, we need to learn how to do the same. In order to be flexible in our personal and work lives, we might need to change careers. When business opportunities expire, adapting a plan based on market conditions is crucial, or just changing the things you do every day to better take care of your physical and mental health. Being adaptable also means taking charge of your own learning and growth. Being proactive is the only way to anticipate changes before they occur. It's crucial to dedicate time to self-assessment and enhancement, ensuring that your abilities and knowledge are beneficial. Stoicism doesn't see being able to change to the needs of the times as a burden. As a natural part of being human, how do you develop this skill of adaptability? Start by being mentally flexible and questioning your own thoughts. Let others test your ideas and be ready to change them if evidence suggests. Practice questioning the world and your own thoughts and feelings. Are the ideas you hold now helping you? Are they based on valid reasoning or old assumptions? Keeping a reserve option in your plans is another important thing to do. "I will do this" is a phrase from Stoic thought. If nothing stops me, this way of thinking prepares you for sudden changes. It keeps you mentally ready for what might happen, which makes you less frustrated when things don't go as planned. It's also important to build resilience because it allows for changes and makes it easier to turn when needed. Resilience is the ability to bounce back quickly from change. When things change, it's important to be strong enough to face them head-on, and the flexibility to change direction as needed. Set challenges for yourself to make you more resilient. Stepping out of your comfort zone and reflecting on the past daily can help. You can learn from them, so take a moment to reflect on your flexibility. When was the last time you changed your mind because of new information? How did you feel? Whether you are open to or unwilling to change, know that accepting it doesn't mean losing your way. It's about being smart and adaptable as you go through life's challenges. Stoicism, which focuses on more than just self-improvement, is based on this idea. However, the Stoics believe that achieving true success requires collaboration for the benefit of all. Not only do we benefit ourselves, but we also improve the lives of others. Among the people around us, we fulfill one of our most significant responsibilities as individuals. Giving others worth and helping them out isn't always about big acts of kindness. It's about making people's lives better when we do small acts of kindness and help them every day. We influence the people around us through our skills, talents, and presence. When we think about how we can add value, we align ourselves with the Stoic ideal of generosity. We need to change our focus from what I can get to what I can give. If you run a business, for example, think about how you can use this in your work life. Making sure that your goods or services really get better could be part of providing value. It could be as simple as taking the extra time to ensure someone's happiness really gets the service you're giving, or goes the extra mile to make your products fit their needs. To meet the specific needs of your community in your daily life by helping other people. This could mean volunteering your time to share your knowledge with someone who could benefit from it. Being there for a friend when they need you, or any other act of service, makes us stronger. It's about making a positive difference in the world by strengthening community ties and the social fabric that we all depend on. Regardless of the size, it is important to add value and assist others. It is very satisfying and can lead to deeper relationships and more job satisfaction. Stoicism gives us a strong sense of purpose and the will to help others. As members of a group, we not only do our jobs, but we also become better people. We become more caring, more connected, and unfortunately, more likely to get help when we need it. But how do you start? By figuring out what you consider your passions and skills, and ask yourself, what am I good at? What do I love doing? How can I use my skills to help other people? For instance, perhaps your forte lies in organizing chaos effectively. You could contribute to the smooth operation of a local charity, or perhaps you are an exceptional artist. Who could teach kids in your area for free next year? Start looking for chances to use these skills to help other people. This doesn't have to include an enormous amount of time or money, even with small donations. Don't forget that the goal is to add worth in a way that feels long-lasting and is important to you. According to Stoic thought, this is one of the most important ideas. Stoics stressed living in harmony with nature, which means lining up your activities with what nature wants, with who you really are, what you stand for, honesty, and ethics. This implies maintaining honesty with others and adhering to your moral principles. Living with integrity means that your words and deeds always match up no matter what. To keep your promises and stick to your beliefs, even when it's hard or inconvenient, is what it means. This goes hand in hand with truthfulness. It's about being real and true to yourself. This realism is not about putting on a show just to fit in or make other people happy. Not only should you be honest with others, but you should also be honest with yourself and acknowledge your flaws. The key is to work on them and avoid acting like someone you're not. Maintaining honesty in both personal and professional relationships ensures that others can trust you. As your relationships get stronger, your credibility grows, and your image becomes more stable. This trust is crucial not only for personal relationships, but also for business success. People want to work with honest and dependable people in a world full of people who lie and cheat. Despite numerous superficial interactions, honesty and integrity stand out. Also, keeping your sincerity and authenticity requires that you constantly think about yourself. Stoicism teaches us to regularly think about our choices and why we make them. For instance, during your evening reflection, consider how your actions that day align with your goals. This practice not only helps you stay true to your morals and goals to your study, but it also helps you grow by showing you where you might have gone wrong. We need to improve in these areas. How do you encourage these traits? Start by writing down your core values. What is important to you and won't change? What values do you hold dear? It gets easier to handle tough situations and make choices that are true to who you are. You may have to turn down chances that don't fit with your values or take a step back. Avoiding situations where you can't be honest is another important thing to keep in mind. The key is to be mindful of the gap between intention and behavior. We often have beneficial goals. However, our actions don't always align with our intentions. Being aware of this difference can help you change the way you act. Keep your goals in mind, ensure you live an honest life, and regularly check in with yourself. And it can be helpful to ask yourself tough questions about how you act. This will help you live a fuller life. Finally, remember that living truthfulness and ethics are not one-time decisions. Every day brings new chances and tasks to live your life according to your values. It's about making the right choice every single day. Remember, success. The more you do this, the easier it will be. It never ends. It's about the journey and the person you become along the way. Finally, I want to say thanks for being here with me today and taking part. If you enjoyed this video from our Stoic Guru community, please consider watching one of the others we suggested. Click on your screen to continue our journey. Together we'll look at more than just how to live, but how can we live well until the next time. Continue striving to be the best with honesty and a purpose.